We are gathered here today because being a girl is expensive, and I don't think it has to be. I went out and I bought all of the dupes to my favorite makeup products, and I wanna see if I can replace the expensive makeup product with the cheaper dupe version of it. I'm hoping we find some hidden gems today, but I'm also hoping that I don't completely lose my eyebrows again.
Oh my god! Oh my god! What did I do?
But they're back, so it's okay. I guess we just have to get started to find out. First up, the Super Dupe Glow Screen. It's obviously been used. This retails for $38. And then we have the dupe, which is the e.l.f. Whoa Glow. And this is only $13. I figure how I'm gonna do it is we'll put the expensive product on this side of my face and the cheap product on this side of my face, and then come back at the end of the day and show you how both of them held up. Yeah, this one's obviously well loved. I do love my glow screen, but $38 is kind of a lot. So I'm hoping that we can like the dupe. Do I even look any different? No. It's so funny. I feel like they look similar on purpose. Like, e.l.f. knows what they're doing. They're out here making a more affordable dupe. But is it a good dupe? That is the question. It doesn't look as like shimmery. This feels more like a skin tint, and it smells more like real sunscreen, which is good or bad depending on if you like the smell. I like the smell. I'm curious to see how they hold up all day long. As far as the element of it kind of giving you a glow and a little bit of like makeup with it, there's a little bit more shine and a little bit more coverage, whereas this one I feel like is literally just sunscreen, but it's $13, so do with that what you will. Okay, next we have the bronzing drops, the very infamous Drunk Elephant Bronzing Luminous De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. Fancy name. This is $38. And then we have the L'Oreal Paris Lumi Glotion True Match for $13. I love these, so I'm very curious if these will live up to the hype. I'm a big Drunk Elephant girly. I don't know if y'all remember, like, these went so viral on TikTok a little while ago. Oh yeah, that's bronzing. The thing about these though is I feel like you can't really tell unless it's like under your makeup, so this will be a little hard to judge. Now for the newbie. Okay, that's like super glowy. That looks pretty good. Okay, very similar. It feels really soft and like moisturizing when I'm putting it on. I like it. These kind of both look the same to me, so I think I might have to go with the dupe on this one. I still love you. You're wonderful. Just expensive. Next up, we have primer. We have the Milk Hydro Primer retailing for $38. And then we have the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer for $10, which is crazy. I might wait to judge these ones until I put on my foundation. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it reminds me of that like snail mucin. Remember when that was going around? This is one of the few products I actually haven't tried yet. Oh yeah, that feels like it would be a really good primer. My face is like, look at that stick. Milk doing us proud, per usual. Let's see about e.l.f. The only makeup I could afford in high school was drugstore makeup. So I was living off of like e.l.f., L'Oreal, Maybelline, all of those brands. And then after college, when, you know, I started making more money and I could afford to go to places like Sephora and Ulta, I was so excited. But I will always love these brands so much. Ooh, okay, this one's a little more liquidy. As you can see, it's like dripping down my finger. Whoa, that is sticky. The amount of stuff that is going on my face today. This is a full beat, ladies and gentlemen. This doesn't feel quite as like smooth and calming, but it feels very sticky. I will say this side of my face feels extremely sticky right now, and this one I don't feel it, which is nice because I don't like feeling things on my face. Now we have, this one is gonna be so hard for me. This has been my holy grail foundation for 8 years. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have literally been using this forever. Even when I couldn't afford nice makeup, I would splurge on this, and then the rest of my makeup would be cheap. So I am very curious if Essence Pretty Natural will do the job. This is, no pun intended, $69, and this is $16. Also, I don't want to talk about the color of my foundation. I did my makeup routine on TikTok the other day, and everyone friggin' roasted me and told me that it looks green and I need to go get color matched, I need to get my eyes checked. And you know what? Maybe I just like looking tan. And you know what? It doesn't look green. I think it was just the lighting. It was just the lighting, right? I feel like luminous silk is the perfect term for this foundation because it just looks so like silky and soft, and I love it so much. It also gives really good coverage, which is nice. I would go through periods of time where I'd have cystic acne and it would still cover my cystic acne without feeling like cakey. You got some big shoes to fill, Essence. Ooh, it has aloe vera in it. Okay, right off the bat, I'd say it's not as much coverage. It's actually looking pretty good. Why does it look so good? What are you? It looks so good. It's like glowy and honestly, like other than the color difference, like both sides look the same. I did not think this was possible, but I might have to hand it to the Dupe on this one. I mean, $16 to like have that glowy finish on your face. Oh, this is hard. I did not expect this. I didn't think that many dupes would take it, but this, like, the dupes are kind of crushing it today. I also will now rate the primers. Honestly, I think both primers did a really good job. I think I'm still gonna stick with the Milk primer though. I like how I don't feel it as much. Like this part of my face does feel a little stickier and heavier still, but the e.l.f. one, it also did a great job. So again, preference. Now we have concealer. We have the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer to match. I have been using this one forever as well. This retails for $42. It's pretty small. It does last a while though. And then we have the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. This is only $12. These price differences are crazy. Got like a few acne scars. Oh, whoa, it's like a, okay, how do I apply that? Okay, over your brush. Speaking of dupes, I gave up beauty blenders years ago and switched to Real Techniques, and these actually do work better than beauty blenders, and they're a fraction of the price. This did a great job. I am not sure if it's the foundation or this concealer, but this side is starting to look a little bit more cakey and textured than this side, but it still looks really good. I'm gonna go ahead and hand it to the expensive one for the concealer. We have the Anastasia Brow Gel. I love Anastasia. I've been using their products for a very long time. This is $26. And then we have the e.l.f. Brow Lift Gel that is only $6. I love gel because I don't know if you can tell, but I have very thick eyebrows and nothing but gel works to hold them in place. So I feel like I'm a really good tester for this because my eyebrows do not want to be tamed. I used to use the ones that were like in a tube and you kind of like brush it into your brows, and those didn't do anything, not for a second of the day. But the gel works so freaking well. That is staying all day. And then I'll use the other side of my brush for the e.l.f. one so I don't get it all like mixed up. Here we go. It's the same product. It works just as well. My brows are now frozen into place. Giving it to the Dupe on this one. That is crazy. I was convinced that I would find really good dupes, but I didn't think there would be this many. I don't want to get my hopes up too high, but it's going really well. I feel like a lot of these dupes are crushing it. This is gonna be another hard one. The Rare Beauty Blush. I love this stuff so much. I love Rare Beauty. My company donates to the Rare Impact Fund every month. That is part of the donations that we make every time someone buys one of our hugs of the month. 10% goes to the Rare Impact Fund, so I'm obviously a little biased, but I'm gonna set my biases aside. This one is $23. I think that is super affordable for a really nice makeup brand that works really well. But there's the e.l.f. dupe for $7. Let's go in with the tried and true. Does anyone else smile when they put on blush? Or am I just weird? I'm really curious about... I can open it! Okay. That's a bad idea. Got it. Okay. That's honestly so ironic because Selena Gomez literally made these so that they're easy to open for people that have some autoimmune struggles, like myself. I've always looked up to Selena, but like getting diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, I feel like I look up to her even more, and seeing what she's done and how she's been able to overcome so much of it and how she's been able to like impact others that struggle with it. Not to go on my Selena Gomez fangirl rant, but bear with me, the colors are a little different. I could only find so many shade matches. This one's a little more patchy, I would say. I feel like it's very light. I probably need to build it, but there's like kind of patches missing, like here. The Rare Beauty one just like looks a little bit more like my skin. I think I'm gonna hand it to Rare Beauty on this one. Okay, bronzers. I am very excited for this one because this is my everyday Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. As you can tell, we've been through many of these. This retails for $58. But when I was a wee young one in junior high and high school, this is actually what I used. I used the Physicians Formula. I got it at Target. It is $13. I know for a fact that this one works really well, and it smells delicious. What's cool though is I found out that you can actually get refills of just the inside, and it's cheaper that way, that you don't have to like buy the packaging too. So that's like a little hack if you're wanting to buy this one. Okay. She is blendable. She is easy to work with. We're gonna go in with the Physicians Formula. It smells so good. It smells like coconuts. It smells like the beach. Do you want to smell it? I wish that worked. She's doing her thing. Damn, I might be switching back over to Physicians Formula after this. I am just obsessed with the smell of like sunscreen and coconut and anything that reminds me of the beach. I feel like it just makes me so happy. If I were to be completely honest, which is hard because this may ruin some brand relationships and future opportunities for me, I think this one looks better. I think it actually blended a little bit better. I'm impressed. I'm gonna give it to the Dupe on this one. One thing about me is I'm always gonna be honest. Anyone who's followed me for longer than like a month probably knows that at this point. Next up, we have highlighter. This is the Benefit Tickle highlighter. Their highlighters are so freaking cute. Again, Benefit is a brand that I love so much. My mom lived in San Francisco for a long time and she went to the very first Benefit. She introduced it to me when I was a kid and it became one of the makeup brands I'd like play with in her makeup kit. So my heart is always gonna be with Benefit. This one is $35. We also have the Wet n Wild highlighting powder Mega Glow. This one is $7. Highlighter is so hard. It really depends on what you like. Do you want to be blinding people in space? Do you want to be, you know, like a sunshine glow? Do you want it to be like a subtle, like from within glow? Do you want it to be dewy? If you want it dewy, don't go for powder. We just take a moment, look at her. Okay. That is the Benefit highlighter. Can you see it? How do beauty queens do it? How do they make it look so easy? Where is it? Okay. I see her. I don't think I like that. It looks a little sad. Like some of the makeup on this side of my face just looks kind of like patchy, whereas I feel like this side of my face looks a lot more like it's just part of my skin. I'm giving it to Benefit on this one. It is absolutely not biased. I really do think the Benefit one looks better. Another absolute favorite, the Benefit Roller Lash I have been using since I was 15, so over 10 years now. I use the Roller Lash and the Bang Lash, and I'm addicted to them. I have tried a ton of mascaras. I've never found anything better. I stick to them. They're $28. But someone recently told me that e.l.f. came out with a dupe. I mean, look at the color scheme. They're coming for you, Benefit. This is the Lash and Roll Curling and Lifting Mascara. This one is only $6. But will it live up to my tried and true, the love of my life? Dude, I remember the first time I ever got to meet the Benefit team. They took me to San Francisco and I went to the office and I got to meet everyone. It was so cool. And I told them how I've only used their mascara for like 10 years. And they sent me home with like 20 of them. Yeah, look at that. They're the same. Wow, that's so interesting. All right, let's try them out. I am very judgmental on mascara. When I tell you, I have gone to a drugstore and I have tried every mascara. I've even tried like the fancy like designer mascaras and nothing has lived up to the Benefit Roller Lash and Bang Lash. Okay, you cannot tell me that is not perfect. They're so long, they're not clumped together. They look so natural. That's why it's my favorite. I'm gonna go with e.l.f. I'm excited. A little nervous. Some of these dupes, it's like everything I believed is a lie. You know, like how much money have I spent? Okay. It took a little bit more like working with to make the lashes look good, but it looks really good. I will say the Roller Lash was easier to work with. Like this one, I swiped it like twice and it was done. This one I had to fiddle with it a little more. But if we're looking at if the dupe can do the job, gotta hand it to the dupe on this one. I'm so sorry. I still love you. Man, dupes are just taking it home. Another classic Benefit product. This is actually, I believe this is the very first product they ever came out with. It is the Benetint. You can put it on your cheeks, you can put it on your lips. Little PG-13 comment. This was originally designed to be like the color of your nipple. And then this random brand that I've never heard of, but apparently is a good dupe, is only $6 and I got it on Amazon. I will say, looking at the ingredients, it looks like this one has some more toxic ingredients. So right off the bat, I probably wouldn't choose to use that one. It's so cute. It also smells good. It smells like roses. I am so tempted to go get my lips tattooed. I just wish they were a different color. So I use this to fulfill my need to tattoo my lips. Got the Benetint on. Now for a Lottie Lip Tint Heart Water. It smells just like the cough syrup my mom used to give me. Okay, well, nostalgia, I guess. Okay, this one might come down to preference because this one's just darker and this one's more natural. Based on smell and ingredients, I am gonna choose Benefit for this one. I think this one's just a little bit safer, maybe, to use. Another product that I clearly love because look how small and used it is the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Pillow Talk. This is $25. I think that's honestly like not too bad. And this is the NYX lip liner dupe for $5 and sharpen this bad boy. It's gonna get even smaller. My favorite color. Like, I feel like it just like looks so good and complements so many different people. It's also pretty creamy. Through Charlotte Tilbury. Now for NYX. It's definitely not like as creamy at all. It's very dry. I will say, like, user experience and look, I probably am gonna give it to Charlotte Tilbury on this one. It is very creamy, it is very easy to work with. I feel like it actually like covered my whole lip, so you can use it as a lipstick and a lip liner. You don't need to buy both necessarily, which also kind of brings the price down. But this being $5, I mean, hey, it works. For the next one, we have the very infamous Dior lip oil. This little tiny little baby thing was $40, but it's Dior. This, which I can't pronounce, LZYLLS. Lip oil, lip glow oil, cherry oil infused, color awakening, nourishing, glossy lip. This was $5 on Amazon. That is so funny. It's actually like a full-fledged dupe. Look at this. Oh my God, they say the same things. Lip glow oil, color reviver dash cherry oil. You're kidding. Okay, this is the ultimate dupe. I love the big brush. It's so fun. Yeah, that is smooth. And it smells good. Here goes nothing. That smells like nail polish remover. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It has like a weird dark color. Oh God, no, that is toxic. That is bad. We are not doing that one. We're sticking with the Dior lip glow oil, or maybe there's another dupe out there, but that, I do not want to put that on my face. Last but very not least, I actually already have an opinion on this because I switched from the expensive to the dupe a few years ago, and I think the dupe smells even better. So a lot of people know the infamous Le Labo Santal perfume. This is something that I have been gatekeeping for years. Like, every single time someone comes up to me and they hug me, they tell me that I smell so good. They like ask me what my perfume is. They usually assume it's Le Labo. To put into perspective, this is not even the biggest bottle they have, but this is $230. I will now, after years, stop gatekeeping my biggest secret. This is from Dossier. It is the Woody Santal. It is $79, which I know is still expensive, but I think it smells even better than the Le Labo. I've never gotten more compliments in my life. It lasts a really long time, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. But just for reference, I'm gonna spray it again. I know y'all can't smell this, but like, yes, that smells amazing. This stuff, it smells the same, but better. It smells so good. I'm freaking obsessed with it. Obviously, the dupe wins on that one. I'm glad I got that off my chest. I've been holding that in for a very long time. I'm gonna go walk my dogs, take some meetings, do a few things, come back and see how the makeup held up, and we will see which side looks better. Okay, it may not look like it, but we just had a whole day, ran around, filmed some stuff. I was outside rearranging stuff in the shed. It's like 90 degrees right now in Los Angeles. And I will say both sides of my face have held up very well. There's a little bit more creasing on this side. I think that's it though. They both held up really well. So do with that information what you will. And I will go ahead and link all of the products below in case any of them tickle your fancy. It's a weird thing to say, I'm sorry. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I will see you next Sunday.